How is it going, my mates? Yeah, today we will do a Mac installation on this MacBook Pro. As you know, Apple released a new version of Mac OS X. Mac OS, sorry, for developers. It's called, it's ridiculous as it is, but it's called Mac OS Mojave, just like the desert. From the naming, really Apple has gone downhill. Ever since they released like High Sierra, which was the latest version, I always thought, man, can it get any worse? But no, apparently they managed to pull it off and, you know, name it after a freaking desert. But hopefully the update isn't as boring as a desert. No, in fact it is actually quite interesting. They introduced some new features, and also they introduced this groundbreaking new feature that includes the ability to unsupport this nice machine, which sucks because this would easily be capable to run it. But anyway, I'm sure there will be patches and stuff for it, but it still sucks anyway. However, I still have this FreezeBook Pro here. I'm calling it FreezeBook Pro because it's suffering from random freezes, and I'm just hoping it manages through. But we will not install it on its internal storage because that would fuck up my whole ability to use this laptop, since the developer version isn't really good to use on productive systems. But I have here something. I have here an adapter. Apple must really like this because they like adapters, and this is even a USB 3 adapter, and if I'm not wrong, this MacBook Pro has USB 3, so we will have a nice speedy transmitting things. I kind of forgot the word. Transmission between the files. Anyway. I'm gonna hook it up here, and the volume we will install it on is this, a SSD. It's a crucial SSD. Crucial information that you know that. But before we can do this, because I think there's already an operating system on here, we need to format it. Now with it hooked up, and I will set it down and not touch it so I don't unplug it. Oh, looks like some Linux because I've got two partitions. Gotta set it down carefully. Good. Now let's go into disk screwtility and format it. External, okay. 500 megabytes and the rest. How can I do it as a whole? Just go with Mac OS. Ah, I knew it's gonna happen. I knew it. I just knew it. Just some random fail of disk utility. For God's sake, hate disk utility. It's such a POS. Come on. I just want to format a freaking hard drive. How hard can it be? Delete. Man, I just format with MS-DOS. Maybe, no, not even that works. Okay, fine. Fine. Delete. Let's try this. You don't need security. No, doesn't wanna. So I guess I'm gonna hook it up to my Windows PC and format it there. So, will Windows save the day? Well, I don't know. Let's hook it up and format it in Windows. I mean, this utility looks pretty much like in the Windows 2000 days. It's ugly, but it works. So I've got here all my volumes, and this is the one we want to format. And Just making sure that it really is this. Yes, 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 good. Delete, yes. Delete, yes. And now we have a whole volume. So we can do a new volume. And I'm gonna format it with NTFS, no problem. And guess what? It's formatted! Look, look, so easy. Very, very easy. That's that was not really hard work at all for this program. So now we got that. Let's hook it up to the Mac again. Now guys, I really, really don't know what's the deal here with these later disk utility versions. Since they fucked it up in El Capitan with this new design, I've had so many problems with it. It just wouldn't format it. Yeah, everything from flash drives to hard drives, like everything. So I couldn't even burn a CD once for whatever reason. So this used to be a pretty good program, but not anymore, baby. Just gonna see. Oh, here we go. Volume. Let's see if it now likes to be formatted as Mac OS Extended, and I'm gonna call it Mac OS. No, I'm just gonna call it Desert. Unbelievable. Freaking unbelievable. I mean, really now? Really? What is this shit? I just don't get it. Why can't it format it? Is it really so hard? I mean, really, guys, I don't know. Help me. Help me. I can't format my hard drive. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the following thing. Oh no, it's disk 2S1. Why the fuck is it that? Let's see if it... No. The partition was not found. Oh, you're so stupid. You are so stupid. Stupid disk shitility. I hate you. You are a piece of shit. I will do the following thing now. Can we get macOS installed on here today? Well, it doesn't look good, guys, but still got a backup plan that just came through my head. I have here this Macintosh computer, and I will format it here. It's making so much noise, but it works. Hopefully here with Mavericks. No, it can't be recognized. Even more problems. Alright. You know what, Spotify, just stop it, please. Let's initialize it. Well, it's recognizing that it's a crucial. That's more than the other disk utility did. Let's see if this one works. It's going. Either this MacBook Pro just wants to piss me off really bad, or later OS X releases just don't like formatting hard drives anymore. But as you can see, it's no problem on this one. There you go. So now that we got this, let's eject the drive, shut this Mac down again because its purpose is done. And so let's switch over to this again. Hook it up again. And now let's fire up for the first time, for God's sake, the Mojave installer. And we'll just move it a little closer so you can get a better look at the screen. Okay. Let's go into Launchpad. And here's macOS Beta. Install macOS Beta. Here is the beta. continue. I like how it's mixed in German and English. Here it's English, here it's German. Continue. Of course, I agree. Take all my data. Here you go. And desert. Install. Will it work? Will it be able to install a freaking operating system in 2018? We will figure it out really soon. And it should go pretty darn fast because this is a USB 3 adapter and a SSD and a USB 3 capable computer, so this should go pretty quick. If it works, of course. It's getting exciting. That went really fast because this preparing thing, this always takes pretty long on hard drives, but on SSDs it's going pew. Okay. Hopefully it works. I mean, if it now crashes, it's not a problem, it's just wasted time. But I had this problem once, I think with Sierra. It sorta wouldn't install, and it always would go to a recovery screen. And that was the internal storage back then, so that really sucks. And the Simplicity installer also kind of sucks because it's really saying nothing. It's just a little tiny bar and some minutes remaining, and that's really everything it does. I mean, back in the days you had a whole screen with a nice loading bar which didn't function anyway correctly, but it was at least a nice loading bar, and everything was big and nice, and it was saying installing Mac OS 10, and now it's just like this Apple logo and this little bar thingy, and yeah. But I guess, yeah, that's the future. And the future will only have a bar for everything. Okay, the bar got a little tiny bit bigger. I don't really know if you can see it, but it got physically bigger. It's still this little bar. Look, now it's saying how many minutes remaining. But it's still this little bar. But it got bigger. So, amazing changes here. So, Mac OS installed. Pretty cool. Now the welcome screen looks pretty familiar. But we have the scrolling, which is just confusing, and Apple likes to shove that down our throats. But I just don't like this natural scrolling, and I'm thinking I'm not alone, because I just cannot get used to this. It's just wrong. When I scroll down, I want it to go down and not up. But anyway, Austria. Let's continue. Austria, yeah, continue. And Wi-Fi. Will you please work? Beach ball. Okay. Here is the NSA agreement, so they will get all the data. You just have to accept it. No, I don't wanna transfer files, and I don't wanna sign in with my Apple ID, because then they might just realize that I'm not a developer and I should not be owning this copy of Mojave yet. Ha 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 ha, I'm such a gangster. Good. I find it still nice though that they give you the ability right away to skip this, because Windows likes to, really likes to want you to have a Microsoft account. But here it's still pretty nice. Okay, of course we've read everything carefully, of course. And user account. This looks just like macOS 10 Lion. Okay, really, the Windows setup is still the same, but the Mac setup is as well, like, since Leopard, almost identical. Like some little tiny changes in the font, but the basic system setup is still the same. And I might even go so far and say it's still the same as Tiger. Maybe not that, but yeah. Go with here with the pool ball. Oh, what does it? It needs a password. Oh, it needs a password. Is that new? Or do Mac systems always needed passwords? I will delete it after because I just always tend to forget these things on systems I don't use all that much. And it's not necessary anyway. It's not like anybody's gonna see some important stuff here. Yeah. Just send me some spam mails from my location. Just do everything. I'm gonna give you everything here. Boom. Yeah, Siri. That's new. Here we go. Not Siri, you're boring. You're like from 2014 or something. Or even earlier, 2012 something. Okay. Here is the new stuff. This is some new menu item here. You either can go with light or with dark. And because dark is the new way of doing things, we're gonna go with dark. Now, I find it good. I find it cool. And it's very nice at night, definitely. However, I'm probably one of the few guys that still use the light design, for example in Sea Lion and text editors, because I find it sort of hard to read in dark, but maybe it's just a thing you get used to, and I think it is. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna go with black. We're not racist. So, here we go. We got Mojave Mac OS 10.14. Yeah, let's go to the most important thing about this Mac, because you guys complained actually that I don't do it often enough. At least some guy said, yeah, you should show this more often. Or, yeah, you don't know what operating system, even though it's in the title of YouTube video. But anyway, I'm digressing here a little bit. Here is 10.14 and the specifications. Is there something new? No. Good. There you go. Now I can close the window. Now it's fine, okay? It's even still the High Sierra logo here. Okay. Now, what do we have? New. We go to Finder, and it has this new way of displaying things. And I was really missing that, because in Windows, we had that since I think Windows XP, where you could go through pictures one by one without actually opening them up. And now you can finally do it in Mac OS X as well, which is good. And I want to make some adjustments right away, even though this is a beta and I'm not using it for anything productive. I want to have click to tab, and I don't want to have the natural direction. Good. The rest is going to stay. Now, one thing I noticed is that, and I find it good actually, that the software update is no longer in the App Store, because here is the new App Store, which looks kind of weird. It looks very like an iPad App Store, to be honest. And here the updates will only be for the applications. So the only reason I used the App Store were the software updates. So now I think I'm not even gonna use the App Store at all anymore. Let's close that out. Close out of it. Here we go. Yeah, English is not my native language. Okay, software update. Here is the software update. It's going back to the Jaguar days. Why am I saying that? Because in Panther, they had the new way of updating things, and that was like a whole application that said software update. and in Mac OS Mountain Lion they included it in the App Store, and before Panther they had it also in the system prefs. So I find it good. I mean, it makes sense. You know, you do it on iOS as well, it makes sense. And here they also did it. That's good. So there you have that. Is there anything new here? No. Good. Let's show the percentage. Let's see what we can do here. This is the new view. I mean, I don't have any photos for you, but here we go. That's the new view. And what were the new features? I don't know. Let's open up some stuff. Calendar. Ha! All the letters. Okay. Fortfarande. Okay. Mail. Shut up. You're still looking the same. Yeah, everything is dark. That's pretty much new. Now I'm gonna steal this one idea from a YouTube guy I saw, and that is the ability to change the colors of the, how do you say it here, this color on the highlighted buttons. And this is a cool feature because I kind of got tired of all this blue. I'm gonna go with red. Oh yeah, red. Or yellow. Is that looking better? No, red. Oh yeah. And here you can still change it to, wow, that's bright. And as you saw, there is a dynamic wallpaper, which changes from, you know, the time of the day to whatever it's looking like. Now it's night, as you can see. You know, it's night. Oh from but it's kind of boring because it's just this one dune. There's nothing more. It's so boring. They used to have such great wallpapers from space and stuff, and from the tiger, from a leopard and a snow leopard. It's looking so good, and the lion. But here it's just this fucking dune. But anyway, the idea is cool. The changing wallpaper. Now, is it actually changing more from here to sort of, you know, more earlier in the morning to kind of dawn, or is it only day and night? I don't know. Okay. Now, what is new? Can you tell me? Oh, yes, I remember. There is this one new feature, stocks. And now you have stocks, and now you have this new partition here where it is showing you the used apps, I think, which are not in the dock. Because if you open up notes, which is in the dock, it's staying here like always. And when you have something that's not in the dock, you open it up and it's here. Now, is it still here? Because it's voice memos. It's also a nice new program, which is good. Now, if I close it out, it's staying here. And that's sort of like the iPad, where you have the latest used applications. Me personally, I will turn that off if it's somewhat possible, because it's not important for me. But for some people, this can be definitely useful. And there's also a new utility in the picture snapper thing. Wow, it's still looking the same. What the hell? Yeah, here we go. This is the new feature. Yeah, goodbye. And is the disk utility still the same? This is an application I use a lot. No, it's still shit. Yeah. Okay, guys. This is Mac OS. There you go. About to smack again. Here you go. For you, just for you. Mac OS version 10.14. Running on my SSD. And the MacBook didn't freeze yet, so great. See you later.